back to Project Express and Cannabis Reviews. I'm Spicy Pickle Panda, and in this episode we're doing another tier type breakdown, countdown, ranking, listing video, similar to the one before this one. But this one is going to be the best to the, let's not call it worst, let's call it sketchiest. And we're going to start this video off with some honorable mentions, some that probably should have been in the very end of the last video but are going to be in the beginning of this one. That makes sense. I'm hoping it does. Alright, let's get it. First up, whole melt. We got both versions, the 1 and 2. Really like the whole melts. They were good in flavor, very sweet. Got the belts, obviously trying to, replicate candy. Yeah, medicine was on point. Liked them a lot, but this isn't really about that. We're not going to, discuss every single one of them. Maybe say something here, something there, something noteworthy, but we're going to try to keep it moving along like the other video and try to keep it down on the time frame. But the whole melts are awesome. Also, the Jeter juices, also very tasty. I picked these up. There we go. I picked these up for the obvious reason. At first, it really catches the eye. The device is very different. This was before everybody was doing the straws. These are kind of old, but there's a glimpse, if you will, of what it looks like in the real life. But we picked these up because we thought they'd be good. And they were. Without a doubt, picked up a few of them. Got all the official stuff all over them, But moving down the line to, I definitely gotta kind of give an idea of how much this company is over with me. I bought a lot of the honey palms, and I mean a lot of the honey palms. I've never been disappointed in anything that I've gotten from them. For taste, Gushers is my favorite. For potency, it's Thor's Hammer, just in case you were curious. Almost about to start losing them. But yeah, in fact, I just picked up another Gushers one the other day, but they're awesome. They're the standard where I'm at, like in New York, in the gray area, hypothetically. This is all parody, but in New York and in that area, whenever you go to a spot, you see these a lot, and they're trusted. They're easy to identify, and make sure they're legit and safe, all that fun stuff. Next up, we have a familiar face friend, what you want to call it, the Muhammeds. They're pretty good, nice and tasty. Got the Ecto Cooler and the Maui Wowie. Ecto Cooler, where it's at, and the other one later on, the Diamond Peaches, the nice holographic, on the front, and all the peeled scan, safety, authenticity stuff that's all over all of them. Sometimes I check them, sometimes I don't. These were before I think I even started doing the channel. This one, I think I might have, watch the video if you want everything about that, but it's more about just trying to rank them all. And I know I'm going to get sidetracked, that's why I keep trying to stop myself from just going off about them and basically repeating what happened in the video, but they're all over the channel and easy to find. Next, something I found here more recently than later. Actually, it's probably more a year since I had the first one, but probably more because I haven't seen them. They haven't really been around. But these sweet carts are pretty awesome. Cherry Blow Pop was, oh man, it tasted amazing. Potency on point, of course, because it's to be assumed in the order we're going in, so I can stop saying they're good, because they all are. When they start to get to the point, I will definitely be like, okay, this is where we're gonna move around. We're in the attic right now. Boop. And we're going to do a couple more up here, and then we're going to move down into the living room, second story, and then we're going to move down into the basement. When we get to the basement, that's where you're going to start seeing the, oh boy, did you really pay money for that? Did you really? Oh, and you used the whole thing. Wow, big brain time. Huzzah! And here's some ghosts in the attic. These were awesome as well. I'm going to keep saying that until they're not, because I can't stop myself, but these were really good. I was kind of sketched out on them at first because, of course, you have the copyright character on there, kind of. It's kind of, maybe, not really Donald Duck. But they were awesome. I liked them a whole bunch. These things make you sweat. I remember they were really strong. Alright, I think it might be time to move down Well, no, yeah, we're gonna stay in the attic for one more, and then we'll jump in, and that's gonna be something I'm sure lots of people have seen. Pac-Man, the live resin liquid diamonds, the lemonade, and here more recently the Slurricane. Give you a little better shot of it. Gotta love the glare that light's giving. Anyway, we're about to move to the next room, so we'll fix it there. We'll do it live. But the Pac-Man was awesome. Just like all of these, like I would definitely, hypothetically, if you were maybe possibly not really going to go buy one of these, I would say maybe do that. But then again, are you going to listen to a panda tell you what to do? All right, we'll see you in a second. We're going to jump into the next room. And we've made our way to the living room, clubhouse, if you will. Next up, oh, hey now, is this push cart. This was the first glass tip cart that I had picked up. Like where the whole thing's glass, not just the tip. Well, as much of it, I guess, that can be glass. That was pretty tasty. And then something I'm pretty sure a lot of people have seen. Not that I'm trying to like show things that haven't been. Clear Chronic. They're pretty commonly known. This is the all-in-one headband. And they also had, before that, I remember picking up a good portion of these. Here's a few of them. The 1 gram singles. Pretty common. You know, got the logo and what have you. Hopefully we'll remember to pick that up later. We also have another company that they remind me of. The Gold Coast Clear. These are really good. I like these a lot. I know that a lot of these brands that we discussed on this video and on the other one are heavily faked, a lot of them out there. We have a bunch of them, but they're all pretty good. Here's a slightly different one. And now we'll get into talking, hey, speaking about being heavily faked. Wow, right on time with that. The fried carts. Yeah, they're, I don't know. Watch my videos and you'll see my experiences with them. For the most part, this was a pleasant experience. These, on the other hand, were not. But the videos are all up, so if you want to know the full scoop on that, you can easily find out. These were very cool. I remember when these came around, and I liked these a whole bunch. The KRT vape cartridges. They were cool. I liked those a whole lot. Okay, ooh. We may or may not have gotten this next one at the gathering of the Juggalos. Little tidbit of information no one asked for. Shattered gold. I remember it being, you know, on point with green Kraken in this field. Here's some more good ones. The Jolly Sticks. Disposables, Pina Colada. I haven't seen really, these were one and done. Like I saw these, picked these two up, and I never seen them again, but they're pretty cool. West Coast Cure. Not to be confused with Gold Coast. Alright, we might have to go into the, we're not going to go in the basement just yet. Not just yet. These ones are all still pretty, like, anybody seen one of these relics? One of these antiques? Yeah, it's been a minute. This was when I first started picking them up. This wasn't the first, but this was one of the first, the choices. And then later on, they did a re-release. Here's the 2 gram, one in each chamber, switchable back and forth. Videos up for that, and like most of this stuff. I don't think this got a review, but almost everything else is. This obviously didn't, because I picked that up way too early. Yeah. And now we're getting into where it's hard to start distinguishing them. So that's why I said we're going to go to the basement. We'll save that last. We'll wait till we go into there, and then we'll go in the basement. But a lot of people, the glow carts. Ooh, there we go. They did not disappoint. Good price range, I remember, especially on this one. I was like, yeah, I'll give it a try, and I was not disappointed. High Logic. They're right in that wheelhouse. Loud and Clear. That one was And a lot of these, like you can tell, like, I mean, I tried to bring up when I bought multiple ones. I don't have all the ones that I have of multiple ones, but a lot of these were like one and done, like I found it in a place, hypothetically, and picked it up. Got the live cotton candy cart. It was medicinal. And then the neighborhood gardens. Yeah, that one, oof, I don't know, fam. It was good, but something about it, I don't know. It just wasn't, it was mid-tier, kind of. More or less, on the large scale. Dabwoods Indica. Ooh, fancy packaging and all that fun stuff. This is pretty good. Besides it being mother's milk, not a fan. Not a fan. This is, you know, gas station top shelf. And moving right along to the Packwoods Runs Cross. This is where we're getting into that neighborhood where it's just like, all right, that doesn't even remotely look. Impica? What's that? Biscotti Impica? We got a typo on there. I mean, come on, fam. If you want to see what it looks like, go watch the video. But this was one of the first ones. This was when it was more than sketchy with a lot of the stuff we were picking up. Another gathering of the Juggalos, maybe pickup found on the ground. Pineapple Express MKX. That one was actually pretty good. But then again, it's got that, you know, that feel to it, and I remember it not being top tier, as in I had the chance to go back and grab another one of these, and I did not. And then I don't know if I just had a bad experience with these. This card in particular, it's the only thing I've had from the Jungle Boys, but this one was just not really that. I don't know. There's issues with that. You can go check out the video if you want to see for the Jungle Boys. And now we're gonna go into the basement. Try not to talk everybody's ear off and do like another super long video, like the one before it was. We're gonna go into the basement to the sketch of the sketch, the shady of the shady, the ones that just did not fit right. Well, before we do that, I didn't want to forget I put these guys to the side, but that's fine. Torch. White Runs. This did not taste as good as the other one in the other video, but it was a White Run, so I grabbed it. A lot of these, I mean, they're legit. They check out when you do their scans. There's just something about Torch where it's just, they've become so commercial and everything that gets really big, especially something that's like sold like, so that has barcodes on it. Like, it gets copied quick. Never that I really had any bad, you know, times with any of the Torch cards. I mean, they were, you know, as described in the other videos. But there's just something where these probably should have been, that was my bad. The Torches should have been a little bit further back. I didn't see that I had them to the side, but I mean, I don't think they're going to hold it against me. And we have arrived in the cellar, where, as you can see, we've got a bit of a mold problem. I'm not really sure how we're going to approach that, but let's move on to where it gets to be a little, I probably maybe shouldn't have done that. This is the top of it. This one always had me thinking, because it was harsh, it clogged, it got me through and it did the job, like I said in the video, but several people have jumped in and said this is garbage. I don't want to necessarily agree with that, but I can see where they're coming from. We'll leave it at that. And then some more familiar, I mean, Cookies is so faked. Not saying Cookies is fake. Cookie, the brand, if you get the legit stuff, it is top tier. But like, the brand being that popular is so faked. And these two I got in a buy one get one deal. And I mean, I shouldn't have picked it up. I mean, I'm looking at them and it's just like, it's the same strand, the exact, oh, sorry, you can't see that. It's the exact same stickers or tags saying what strain and percentage and all that. And it tasted off, you know, straight up. So I stopped using them. There's quite a bit left in them. Okay, now on to the, probably shouldn't have bought them. And when it comes to that, I mean, because it's so faked and there's no way to really authenticate and, you know, make anything, know that it's like safe, legit, and a lot of it, unless you're going to the dispensaries, and even if you're in New York, they don't even test for mold. So it's just like, how can you be testing for everything and then not test for something so common, such as something that definitely needs to be tested for, but they don't? But that's a video for another time. Jokes Up Runts. This thing is like falling apart. I've had it so long, but the idea, yo, life up, maybe. It's supposed to have 91% THC. You got the little slide out, you know, but it's coming apart here, and there's no like where this came from, or there's nothing on it. It's sketch. And then if you know, you know. Ooh, scary. Ooh, scary, the dank vapes. I didn't have a problem with them, although these were like the second ones that I picked up. I liked them. I didn't know. I didn't go online and see that these were like fake, like they were out and they were starting to get faked. Which leads me to something that I've never seen and not really done too much research on, but I don't really care at this point, and that's why. The first one I ever got, Strawberry Cough, came in this little Ziploc baggie with not much, you know, on the back. Trap House, I guess, is the is the company, but it's got some, you know, copyright infringement stuff like the Kool-Aid Man and what have you on there, and possibly, oh, I thought that was Master Shake and Meat Wad for a second, but it's not. But that was the first one I ever picked up, and like I've said many times, I've never really had any carts that were where I couldn't, you know, I didn't want to finish them. This one came close, but I can't, you know, it didn't make me sick. And then these ones, I straight up, I didn't even do videos on these, dropping stuff everywhere. But I didn't even do videos on these. Like, I was just like, nope, I'm not even going to. I probably should have, because, I mean, PSA, or public service announcement. Just a little reminder that everything in these last two videos were opinion-based and done kind of on the fly. If you disagree with anything I say, feel free to jump in those comments and give me hell. I'd love to start a conversation with you, and we can maybe, you know, hash out what you think, or maybe I could be wrong, who knows. But it's all, I just opened the boxes and I just started going and putting them in order. Like, yeah, this was kind of, you know, make little tweaks here and there and adjustments to try to, you know, be fair as I could with what I remembered from it. But until next time, this is Spicy Pickle Panda for Project Express and Cannabis Reviews, asking you to like, subscribe, hit that bell so you're notified when we post new videos. Peace out.